Welcome back to a new episode of the We Just Talking podcast with your girl Donniip. We are back. New season. I am super excited. And I'm even more excited for the first guest of the year. My man. Go ahead. He's so fucking geeked up. Go ahead.
Worldwar Polo in the building.
I don't know why the fuck they allow us to fuck with that. Because then I feel like you want to just... All right. You know what?
I just wanted to do that.
You know what? I fuck with you. First of all, let me tell you this, right? You always tell me this, but I'm going to be like super honest with you. I am a fucking fan. Seriously, and I'm going to tell you why.
Honored.
Huh?
I'm super honored.
You're super honored.
That's dope coming from you. All jokes aside.
You think so? But no, seriously, I am a big fan. And the reason why is because the number one thing that I really, really, really fuck with you about is your integrity as a man. You know what I mean? Like, we have a lot of conversations. No, seriously, we do. We have a lot of dope conversations. Go from being, like, super serious to us being funny to being, we can talk about business. We can talk about life.
Right.
We can talk about relationship type shit. We can talk about so much shit, but you just still stand on business. And that's what, like, made me ultimately become, like, a super fan of you first and then your craft. And the fact that you are creating a lane for so many DMV. First of all, tell the people what you do, because some people may not know.
Can I get my Instagram?
You do whatever. Go for it. Give them all your handles.
Worldwar Polo. World, because people be slow.
They do. Like me. I kept saying worldwide.
World War Polo.
Right.
Make sure y'all type in. I'm a DMV movie producer and director, screenwriter, philanthropist.
Okay. Tell people what that is. A lot of people don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
I take care of my community. I take care of the people around me. I don't say really no. I'm in the streets positive.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to make it do what it do for my people in any kind of way I can.
I like that. And that's, like I said, that's a part of another reason why I became a fan. Because I just was like, damn, this nigga's paving the way for so many brown people, men and women in the DMV. Like, I think it's so fucking dope. Because I don't know any movie producers at all. Like, seriously.
No,
I mean, I know Licious, the producer here, but I don't know, like, personally know movie producers.
I'm a super fan of you though.
Really?
Way. I like the way you think. I fell in love with your podcast when the first time. I got a short attention span first and foremost. So for you to be able to keep my attention, it gotta be interesting. You mix comedy or seriousness with humor to keep people attached to what you're saying, and it be like real good points. And you get like the best interviews. I like being geeking. I get invited to podcasts all the time.
I feel like you're jazzing me up.
Listen, if the
my turn.
Worldwar Polo in the building. Hey, but this real though, because it's like to me, it's an honor in real life to be right here. Like I said, when I first met you, that was like my first thing that I was like, damn, I want to be on her podcast. How am I get on her podcast? Like, she give real interviews. You're not just like sitting there just, you know what I'm saying? And you kind of study your prey.
I try to.
I'm nervous.
You're not. Shut up, nigga. I'm nervous. You're not nervous though. I don't, but I appreciate that. It can be a little scary sometimes though for me sometimes. And I'm super last minute. A lot of people ask me, am I like, do you go home and like, because I know a lot of people who do podcasts, they legit study their people. Like, they do their homework. Floyd, shout out to Floyd from Hot Thoughts Podcast. He told me, he was like, yo, I studied the shit out of you. Like, he was asking me shit from, like, way before my viral moments. He was like, yo, I've been studying you for quite some time.
Nah, I
ain't like that.
You somebody that's worth studying, though. All jokes aside.
I appreciate that.
Like, you speak for men and women alike. Like, you speak for the real.
Facts.
So, like, women can like your opinion and men alike. You know what I'm saying? Like, super dope. Like one of my besties.
Oh, I like that. I take that. So you say that you are a movie producer, writer, director. Do you act?
I do.
You do?
I be acting up.
Bye. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Nah,
Not you act up though.
I do. I don't be pressed to act, but sometimes I have to get in there because there's certain things that I think need to be seen that I know that I can probably do. And then I gotta get my cameo like Spike Lee, you know.
Right. So you do pop in and out.
I do pop in and out.
Okay. All right, nothing like popping in and out. It's like because we don't like it to pop in and out. All right.
I stay in it though.
Hey, listen, this is the We Just Talk podcast, and there's nothing off the table. What we talking about here? Okay, now okay. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch. So you asked, Okay, let me see what I'm asking. What made you say, all right, I think I want to be a producer. This is what I want to do. And how long have you been writing?
I started in 2017, right before the pandemic. I actually wanted to write books, right? But I realized the people that I want to reach. Thank you.
I got
you.
The
people that I want to reach, they don't read. So, and I do read. So I just felt this like, well, I'm going to read, and then I'm going to just give y'all an interpretation of my understanding of what I read in a movie.
Okay.
Because that's the way I get my stories across, I guess, like that. And then I guess that's just how it started like that.
So your very first movie was?
It was Yama Kiyama. It was about the last day on Earth. I was going to do a gangster joint, right? But I didn't want to get famous, which I know I am going to be like way more. Oh, yeah,
right? For sure.
You got to aim for the moon, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But I didn't want to start out doing gangster movies. And that's what my legacy be. So I wanted it to mean something bigger and, something like bigger so that when I get where I'm going, I can actually say I started properly.
Right.
So it was about the last day of Earth.
Cool. So go ahead. Last day of Earth. What was after that?
Kings of DC.
Okay. So how many movies do you have out now?
I'm on my 5th movie right now. The New Balance Boys. This joint gonna be turned up.
You think it's gonna be solely about DMV because New Balance, that's us. For the people who swear, that is us.
No, it definitely
for sure.
Is. But what I'm doing in my personal my little personal mission, all I'm really doing is trying to at this point work with DMV stories, DMV people, DMV cameramans, DMV writers, DMV actors, because like everybody else put their people on.
Yeah.
So I like if God put me in position to like be able to do anything, then I want to be known as a person that put their people on.
Yeah, I agree.
To the best of my ability.
Yeah. Do you feel like, okay, so being as though you're starting here in the DMV, do you feel like, you know how they always say there's crabs in a barrel here? Do you feel like it's that?
I think it's crabs in a barrel.
Yeah, I agree.
The thing is, though, that's not enough to start anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? What's meant for you is meant for you. What's not is not. You just gotta. I think for the most part, you just gotta stay positive because people don't like that.
Right.
And if you stay positive, you're gonna keep them off your back a little bit, and
for
then
sure.
you at very least you're gonna know the people you need to stay away from because their vibe gonna be different. So you get the little upper hand by just trying to stay positive and not mixing and mingle with the negative BS. You know
right. So being as though. Because you kind of like, you are a public figure to a lot of people.
It's starting to seem that way.
You are. You're a big deal. You probably don't think of it. You probably don't look at yourself like that. Like you tell me. I don't.
No, you really her though.
I mean, I appreciate that, but you him. Like you are. So you know the time is going to come where you're going to have a whole lot. I mean, you got a lot of eyes on you now.
They watching?
They watching. You got celebrity little homies and stuff like that. And
I do.
Yeah. So my thing is, what do you do when you experience? Because you know what, your last movie, and I remember when they posted it, clips of it on DMV Hoods and News.
Right.
And that audience over there is fucking negative as fuck. What do you do with the attention the negative attention? Like, how do you go about handling that? Like, do you feel like you be having time where you're gonna go back and forth? Because one thing about me, let me tell you something. If I do have fucking time to read the fucking comments, you gonna go low, bitch. I'm going to hell. Your grandmama not off limits. However, I don't read comments. I remember my very first, sorry to cut you off, but my very first viral moment, somebody said to me, don't read comments. because I couldn't take it. It was like, oh my God, this shit is a lot. You got so many eyes on you. I had like maybe 5,000 followers at that time. And it was just overwhelming as fuck for me to like sit there, and I was reading and I was thinking like, I shouldn't have never said any of this. I should have never posted that video. What do you do now? Because you're going to get bigger as time goes on. What are you going to do with the negative feedback that you get? Because it's not going to always go in our favor. It just never do all the time. So what do you do with that?
I personally just take like advices from like people like you. I just don't. I don't feed into negativity.
Same.
Because the same people that sit there and say all that when they see me in the street, they be trying to show me love.
Period.
So with that being said, once you come across that bridge a few times, you just know what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can't get mad at a dog if it barks. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it was annoying because I didn't know it was a dog. But once I figured out it was a dog, that's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? And you just keep it moving.
And I'm not arguing with no bitch or no nigga that's going to notice me before I notice them.
I feel like we not enemies.
It's just that.
And I feel like, what I really feel like, if I make a movie and you don't like it, I appreciate it that you voice your opinion because at least you watched it. That's still a sign.
That's a view.
That's a support. Like,
thank you.
And at the end of the day, your viewpoint ain't gonna stop the next person from wanting to watch it, but it will allow them to know that you did watch it, which will build a curiosity in the next person watch it.
And people will go fishing like, let me see what the fuck you talking about. They talking about all this negative shit or the movie ain't shit or da 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 da.
I ain't never claimed to be perfect, and then I started out from ground zero. So like where I started from where I'm at now, you can see growth. But I think people expect me to be perfect.
Yeah. And I think that people have unrealistic expectation because people on social media, they only see one thing. So they only see the beginning and then the end. That's it. They don't see the shit that came in the middle. Like in order for you to walk, you got to crawl. But in the process of you getting to walk, you're going to stumble along the way. So they only just see the end result. And with that, they take that and they put it and apply to every single thing that they see. So when you show up as you, it looks foreign to them. When you showing them, but some people do appreciate the transparency. And I think that that's what people fuck with me about, because I'm going to give it to you raw straight, show you the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever the case may be. But I think that people be expecting to have a certain thing.
I appreciate the constructive criticism. I don't even really look at it as negative. In order for me to see it as negative, I got to be in a negative state of mind. So like if I'm in a positive state of mind and you telling me something I don't want to hear, is this viewed as constructive criticism? Because it is somebody's truth. And if you didn't like that the volume was low, then guess what? How am I mad at you about that? Turn the volume up.
Turn the volume up.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't like this bop bing, because like at the end of the day, I'm here to entertain you.
Right.
Like this is what I'm signing up to do. And so if you telling me how you want to be entertained, just like in a relationship, if somebody tell you how they want to be treated, you can't just treat them how you want to treat them and then expect them to just accept it and take it and be happy. So like if I want to make my people happy or the people that support me happy, then it's important to listen, even if it's hard to listen to.
Yeah. And I think that's what a lot of people struggle with, is the harsh reality and the corrective criticism. They internalize it so bad to the point that they feel attacked.
Facts.
And I ain't attacking you. And I'm not see, I think that a lot of people misuse the word judge versus somebody stating an opinion. You know what I mean? So it's like, God damn, stop receiving it as judging. And it kind of also depends on if you're going to be tactful with it with your delivery or whatever the case may be to make sure that the person receives it. But I think that people tend to misuse the fuck out of the word judge because they feel like they expect all great shit from it. Like, you know, great comments, great feedback every single time. You ain't gonna make everybody happy, and that's okay because everybody isn't your audience. But the only way that you're going to be able to grow is to have those people who are going to tell you, yeah, that really wasn't it. You could do better at doing this. Right. You could be better at doing that. And like you said, kind of like a relationship.
I really just feel like people's opinion don't really hold a whole lot of weight.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm going to tune in and hear it. But for real, the people around me giving me enough criticism or things that I need to do. And so if at very most, you're not telling me nothing I didn't hear before. you just saying it again and again and again.
Yeah.
But it helps me because I know when I go back in the lab, I'm going to turn the volume up in this one.
Facts.
You feel me? Like that. If nothing else gonna come out of this, that volume gonna be
come
up.
up. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's all who you are, how you gonna
Yeah.
take things. I think. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I just try not to let things bother me. Period.
Yeah. I wish a lot of us was like that. Sometimes, I'm not going to lie, sometimes it depends on who the opinion is coming from. Because if I place value on it, then I'm not on it, on you, on the person. So if it's coming from somebody, like I said, that I place a lot of value on, and you tell me your opinion, it may sting a little bit. It may sting me a little bit. But if you are no fucking value, I don't give a fuck what you do with it. Now, I'm not going to allow your opinion to dictate how I move. But I am going to also take it into consideration, though. So
If
it just all depends.
If you somebody I care about, only thing I actually care about is if you tell me it. Don't say it in front of other people.
Oh, yeah.
Like because if I feel like we're on that level, then you should be able to talk to me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Tell me what you like or don't like. But if you try to say it in front of other people, I'm thinking like, what you try to make me your bed? Because like, you know I could Joan, right?
And I will cook your
I
ass.
want to hurt your feelings bad.
Make you a cake.
Let me make us enemies.
You want to be in control of it,
Nah,
huh?
for real. You
Okay.
Nah, for real. That's what
Yeah.
we're going to do.
So, there are a lot of podcasts out. It's like so many of
None
us.
of them ain't better than yours.
You know what? And I appreciate you for that.
Not for real.
I like that. I took a little break, but I'm back like good crack. But there's so many podcasts, and then that are going around about both men and women in relationships. And one of the trendy topics that I keep stumbling across is men. I think it's something that Shaq said, and I can't quote him verbatim, which was, "Don't tell women how you really feel because they may use it against you." What are your thoughts on that? Do you feel like that?
I think that I grew up in a time when men was men, right? And part of being a man is you don't try to be a woman, and you don't involve women in men business, right? So if you got something that's on your mind that you can deal with without, bringing it to the table, then why not?
Yeah.
Like, the old saying, like women used to say, keep that outside and keep this in here. Like, your woman don't need to know everything that you doing. Like I feel like deal with it.
Yeah.
It's your scars that make you who you are.
So you think that
I'm not gonna run to a woman with every little problem.
your person, can you talk to the mic a little? There we go. Yeah, bring it up or something.
Like right here.
Yeah, I
You
like
can
it
hear
right
that?
there. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, very white with
Ooh,
it.
slow jams and
Okay.
love talking all. Okay, anyway. But no, do you feel like men struggle with being vulnerable with women?
I don't think that men can be vulnerable with women.
Why?
Because women throw it in our face. Like, you might get you a good joint that won't throw it in your face, but you shooting the dice with that, bro.
I mean, if you're somebody that you plan on spending the rest of your life with, then
And you need to be able to take some stuff to the grave with you, bro.
okay, yes, take certain things to the grave, yes, but you should be able to talk to your person. Do you think that every woman is that type of person? The type of woman who would throw it in a man's face?
Honestly,
Yeah.
at some point, yeah.
Really? What? Listen. I'm with you to a certain degree.
I don't
Because that's
think-
not me. I've never done that.
Yeah,
No, I think that people receive it as if you're throwing it in
and that's
in
all
their
that matters,
face.
but that's the only part that matters. It don't matter if you deem that you didn't do
It do.
If I received it as you threw it in.
Sometimes you fucking receive shit wrong.
But listen, the last two statements, you received it wrong, and that's how you received it.
You're right, because I can't tell somebody how to receive something.
Facts.
However,
If I bring up something that you have never heard before, and I told you about it, and when you, not when you happy, not when things is good, not for no other time, but when you get mad, right?
You bring it up.
Because if you was happy and you brought it up, it wouldn't come out. It wouldn't come out as you throwing it in my face.
Okay.
Why? Because you're happy.
right.
Right, so you're building on like helping me, right?
Right.
But if you bring it up when you're upset, that's a different kind of energy. And why am I only talking to you about? Why are you only reiterating what I told you when you upset?
Facts.
So it's not gonna come out, but no
I
other
agree.
kind of way. But you
I
throwing it
agree.
in my face.
However, I do agree with you in totality. But I will say that I think that it's received as if we're throwing it in your face when we're simply trying to get you guys to understand where we're coming from because I have been told that before. I'm not gonna lie. Moment of transparency. Somebody shared some stuff with me. To me, I didn't think that I was throwing it in their face. I was trying to get them to, because somebody that I was really cool with, or whatever the case may be, they were getting to know each other. When I first met him, he was still in love with his baby mama. We sat on the phone for countless hours. This nigga done cried. He had snot coming down his nose.
He different.
Listen.
That's a different dude.
No,
anyway.
it's because sometimes you got women who create that space for a man to be vulnerable.
Man.
Shout out to him.
Shout
listen.
out to her.
Shout out to me.
Okay,
listen.
shout out to you.
No, but listen. We was on the phone, and he felt like I was a safe space for him to be open.
And he cried.
Listen, God damn it.
I just want to know with real
He did. He was a little salty. There was some snot. Okay, maybe not no snot, but it was some tears that came out, right? And we talked for hours. We talked for a long time about how he felt like, you know, the problems that he having in his relationship with his baby mother. Shit is just not going right. He was going through a really, really tough time, right? And every time he calls me, I will always be there to kind of coach him through it, right? Whatever it is he going through, his mama issues, baby mama, whatever. I kind of coach him through that. When it's my goal, and I needed him to back my play and do the same thing for me and show up for me, he never showed any interest. This is where he said that I threw it up in his face. I said, you know what fucks me up with you is that I show up for you when you sat on the phone and you wanted to talk about your baby mother for all them hours. He said, see, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. This is why we can't share shit with women, because y'all throw it in our face. No, I didn't throw it in your face. I wanted to make a point. Whereas though, if I can show up for you and be your fucking friend, you should be able to show up for me when I need you.
I get it.
So it is not, and I think that a lot of people you do got some bitches out here who throw shit in niggas' face, because that's all they fucking got. They ain't got shit else. They ain't got nothing else. So they don't know how to just walk away gracefully, bow out gracefully, and let it be that. But I think that sometimes people misuse that phrase too. It's throwing it up in my face. Sometimes I got to give you a dose of your own motherfucking medicine so you can kind of know. And if that comes with me reiterating and giving you a friendly reminder that I showed up for you doing them countless times.
Did you only show up for him so that later on?
Absolutely not. I showed up for him because genuinely that's who I am. But however,
his genuine might come out different.
You're right. And you are absolutely right. And at that point, that's when I realized that sometimes God placed you in people's lives to just show up for them. You can't receive nothing from them. But it took me.
He couldn't even give you.
He couldn't,
advice.
and you know what? Over time, I had to realize that I had to not internalize it no more and take it personal. I understand that, and I had to have this conversation with him.
Like asking somebody that can't dress to help me with my outfit.
Hello, listen, and like I said, over time, I understood that. Like, you know what? And I told him this as well. You can't show up for me.
Facts.
You can't. It's not the fact that you're not available. You can't. Sometimes when God blesses you with the gift of discernment, sometimes he places you in people's lives for you to just show up and you to give them something.
Facts.
You're not supposed to receive nothing from it. And I had to tell myself that, like, sir, unfortunately, I had to tell myself, stop being so upset when this man can't show up for you, because guess what? He can't show up. He don't have the mental capacity to show up for you.
Facts.
So with that being said, you can't fucking be mad. Right. I couldn't be mad. But I ain't throw shit in your face. I just was giving you a fucking friendly reminder that, bitch, I showed up for you. I ain't call him no bitch. But I'm like, nigga, I showed up for you and I was there for you. And it hurts when you show up for people and you always there for people and ain't nobody there to back your play. But then that's when you have to realize that God places certain people in your life. Use those people.
But they say if you can't say something good or right, don't say nothing at all, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So if he realized that he couldn't give you the advice you needed and just say nothing.
You know what? I don't even think it was he couldn't. It was, or him not being able to. It was me having an unrealistic expectation of someone who can't show up for me.
That's what I just said.
Oh, sorry.
Because I was saying, if he can't show up for you.
No, you're saying if he don't think that he can show up for me. Maybe he feel like he can. Maybe he just, and we talked about him having really poor communication skills. He told me that. And I think like a lot of it also comes from me. Like, you got to really, really, really get to know people, even if you're going down just a friend zone, a friendship type shit. Because like I said, God sometimes maybe place these people in your life for you to just use your gift of discernment and show up for them.
Right.
Get what you need to get, which is nothing, throw the hat in and not expect to get it out. I do. Shut up, nigga. We talk about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know what? You said some of the realest shit that I've ever heard. And I walk around and I tell people that I tell it to people like I made it up.
Cause you like that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I know. That's what I know. That's what I know. But you talk about people standing on business. I don't know what we were talking about that day, but that shit got deep. Right. Do you remember that? Us talking about men standing on business.
Like, I believe that no matter what a woman does, that a man always supposed to be a man.
Elaborate on that.
I just like, it's nothing that a woman can do that's gonna make me not be a man. Like, she can. Let's go to worst case scenario. She can cuss at me, fuss at me, hit me. She could do everything under the sun. I'm still gonna be a man. Yeah. Like, now I might not gonna deal with that, but I'm not gonna lower my standard and be something that I'm not, because she's doing what she do. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's being a woman. She's being feminine. She's being a weaker version. She might get upset faster. She might. These are things that are qualities of a female. For me to match that energy is not manly. Nothing manly about that at all. Like, it's never a situation where a man shouldn't be a man. Yeah. Like if you give your woman a weekly stipend, right, and she got smart with you or not giving you sex or whatever, that don't mean you're only supposed to give her weekly stipend. One thing ain't got nothing to do with the other.
And I think a lot of people don't understand that though. Like, they think that it's a even exchange, no robbery. It's like, nigga, you gonna have to stand on business, period, at the end of the day.
As a man and you're in a relationship with a woman, you gotta be prepared to lose. Like, it's not her job to ever match your energy. Like, if she decides she wanna keep it gangster with you this week, that's cool. If next week she wanna take you through war, then it's supposed to still be the same level of cool. Yeah. Like, whatever. Like, you're not supposed to let stuff bother you to the point where you're going to fuss, argue, and fight. Yeah. Like, take your presence and put it somewhere else. That's how you heard them. You know what I mean?
Period. I don't think a lot of men understand that. Stand on business at the end of the day, because like you said, you got to be a man, whether you with this woman, without this woman, with a child, without the child, in front of elders, in front of young people.
That, when it comes to being a man, I just don't think every male is a man.
So what determines whether or not you're a man or not? Can a woman determine if a man is a man?
She can see he has man-like quality, but I think only a man can tell you that a man is a man. That's why it's like important to like have brothers and fathers and stuff.
So you think that in order for a man to be deemed as a man, he has to hear it from another man?
Right, not a woman or a child, another man. Because it's like I look at it like Crips and Bloods, right? You can wear blue all you want, but does that make you a Crip? Only the Crips gonna say you're a Crip. Yeah. Because it's a certain format of the things you got to do to be considered a Crip, other than just wear blue. So just because you're at a certain age and you got a penis, that don't make you a man. A man is a certain kind of quality, a certain type of attribute that you do, not just something you can just grow into automatically. It's a rite of passage. Like, so like only a man can look at another man and say, oh yeah, he on man time. If that never happened to you, you're not a man.
You're not
bro.
A man.
If another man ain't never said Slim, like you ain't on man time, that's you know what I'm saying? If you ain't never heard that from another dude,
you're not a man.
You're not a man.
I can kind of agree with that. With women as well. Because it's like, how can a man look at you and tell you that you're a woman?
Facts.
How? You don't even know what this is like over here. Ever. And so I agree with it when it comes to a woman telling a man that he's a man. Like you said, you can have all of the great qualities that make up a man. Yeah, but if a man ain't telling you, that's some of the real shit.
Qualities that she likes someone to treat her. He could be a 14-year-old boy. And he's paying your bills, holding doors open, being respect, all that stuff. Is he a man?
No,
but he's just doing things you like. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, but he's not a man yet. Yeah. So when a woman say, "Oh, he's a man," that don't give you no credit with other men.
Yeah, facts. I agree.
Like,
I agree 100%.
Like, so you a man because she said you a man?
Yeah,
you gotta get tested, bro.
Yeah. That's that. I mean, that makes a whole lot of fucking sense. Because I don't think a lot of men, and then a lot of men feel like even if a woman has never told them or another man has ever told them that they were a man, that they a man. Like, how the fuck can you tell you a man? How?
You can't tell.
How?
You can't.
Just like women, I'll be telling women that too. Like you said, if another woman has not told you that you were a woman, you are not a fucking woman.
You're not.
Point blank, period. Right. I don't give a fuck if how much you feel like how successful you think that you may have come.
Right.
how far you came.
Right.
If somebody else is not, if another, I agree. If another woman is
somebody that you deemed is already stamped, don't stamp you. You're not stamped, and that's just how I work on everything, on every level, in jobs, in everything, awards. When you get an award, you know who give you an award? Somebody who already won an award.
Okay.
The people that give you awards,
you might be right.
That won awards in the past.
You might be right.
Yeah.
You might.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna give you an award. I ain't even get one yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like what make you stamp? Like if you not a man, bro. Like man, you don't argue with women, bro. You know you just say what it's supposed to do and just let it be.
So you think that men who argue with women are men?
I think they have emotional problems.
What's wrong with being emotional?
I think that's a woman quality out open. Like,
emotional.
Out open.
Outwardly
open.
Expressive. With their emotions is only for women. You think that's a gender
what I'm saying
trait
is,
for women?
Listen, what I'm saying is if a man, listen, it makes sense if you listen to it. Right?
Uh-huh.
I don't think that is a problem with a man openly being emotional with his woman, right? Mm-hmm. But to walk around in the streets and be emotional about everything,
okay,
something ain't right about that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What you mean walk around in the streets and be emotional? What that look like?
Like, oh, why you looking at me? Oh.
Okay, now.
Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have feelings for everything that happened. Like, bro. Yeah. I got eyes. What I'm supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know you. I don't trust you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to look at you until I feel like I don't have to look at you no more. Mm-hmm. Why is this bothering you?
Do you believe in the alpha and the beta man?
No.
I mean, you old school, so you probably just.
I believe men is men like a lion. He got the lioness, right? The cows got the heifers. Mm-hmm. The bulls got the heifers. Like
somebody called me a heifer. I was fat. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You was beautiful.
Husky. Go ahead. Sorry.
Nah, I don't think that. I don't really look at the weak man. Because that same dude that you deem as weak, you might gotta work for him. Is he still weak? He don't want to cut your check. Is he still weak? Or because you can lift more weights than him?
I mean,
nah, I'm just saying, man is man. And every man ain't meant to fake the same kind of wool. And men respect men. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I agree.
And that's where that you start interacting dudes who ain't men with men. Mm-hmm. Then you start to come up with them kind of equations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you put us in a room like this dude will let his mother, this dude will let his mother take the trash out. This dude will let his girl get out the car and pump the gas. Mm-hmm. This, man.
Yeah.
And then you want to put them in a conversation with me.
Yeah, no. Stay in your lane.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, bro.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's levels.
I'm big on chivalry. I like chivalry. You be doing chivalry?
I definitely am like, I think I'm like.
You're a chivalry kind of guy?
What's that? Like
you open doors.
Prince Charming.
Oh, you think so?
I know so.
Okay.
Like, I don't even pretend to act like these dudes.
Oh, okay. You just them.
Like, I'm a man, so I got my own style. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going to do everything they not going to do.
Okay.
Well, they don't do it no more, so, yeah, I'm going to do everything.
What they don't do no more?
They don't open doors. They don't tell you how nice you is. Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of men tell you how nice you are when they ready to get something. And not every single case. Because I think that some men, they just, when they really want something, that's when they really, really, really put in a lot of the effort.
I think that if that's the only way you can get something, your game is weak.
I agree.
Like, and I don't know. I ain't even know women still let you sweet talk them and say nice.
You got some bitches who do. You'd be surprised.
I the kind I would probably be interested.
Yeah, I hope not.
It's like, I mean, If I could tell you pretty and you nice and that's it, then nah, I'm good, sis.
Listen.
I'm good, because, like, anybody can tell you that.
Listen, did you see that thing on DMV Hoods and News where it was a girl from DMV who said her body count? It was 92. Do you think body count matter for women?
First and foremost.
Do you care?
Do I care?
Do you care what her body count is?
First and foremost, that was the girl 7, and I think that was clickbait.
I thought it was clickbait as well.
And she was just shooting her, being funny. So I don't want this to come out like I don't think that was, but that was her way of doing her thing. Now, on the real conversation, numbers definitely count. Because I don't want to even, like, in my mind, I want to think I'm the only one. Like, I don't care if I meet you, you got kids. In my mind, I'm the first one.
You the first one, okay.
Right.
So how that's gonna happen? How you gonna get your mind to be trained to think that with that girl that you the first one, especially if you walking into it and she got kids?
Because I'm gonna make my mind do it. My mind gonna do whatever I say.
So if that's the case, why you can't do that with a girl who got 40 bodies?
Because my mind ain't gonna let me think that.
Cause you're in control of your mind.
No, I get it, but I'm just saying, it's too much to take in. Like, if she got 3, I'm quite sure that this lady might got some bodies, I guess, right? But in my mind, if I like her enough, I don't really care about all that. It's not my business. So you're not all asking. That happened before me type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm accepting you for who you is, then whatever you done before me, I don't really need to know about it. We don't have to talk about it. So the kids come with the process, but when you throw a number in my face, you're not allowing me to put the stuff behind me.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because now it's in front of me. I actually can count. I'm 93.
No, that's insane. Like, damn, bitch.
Like, I don't even know if I got enough moves to outmaneuver all them niggas. You feel me? Like, so, and then the whole relationship gonna seem fake because, like, my mind's playful. So when you tell me you love me, I'm like, so you love me more than the
other 93
like, that's
niggas?
A lot of different kind of ways you was loving people.
Especially when you think you ain't doing a lot to get it. It's like, what the fuck these niggas was doing then? They must not have been doing nothing.
Are you making me work hard and I'm 93? I gotta take you on dates. I know them niggas want to take you on no dates.
So why the fuck you get with me, bitch, and you must switch it up?
You don't eat cheesecake?
You know what? Take me to Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake?
You like Cheesecake Factory? That's like one of my favorite places.
Listen.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Any nigga want to take me out, take me to Cheesecake Factory.
Right now, I'm just real focused on my craft, right? But if I was like really chasing women and they said something like, don't go to Cheesecake Factory because those are the bum niggas take you. That's the only place I'm going.
And go on purpose.
I'm going on purpose. Like,
just cause.
You know why? Because we going to just start shredding it. Like, you not it, you not it, you not it.
Right.
Like, you can't play with me like that. You can't.
Yeah.
You say you don't eat Cheesecake Factory. You don't eat the food or is you don't eat the store? like is you saying like you don't go in the store or the food nasty?
Yeah.
Because if you saying the food good, but the status ain't high, then that's the only place I eat, sis.
So let me ask you this, right? Being as though you are a producer, you're super, super busy. Like, how does that work with like dating and shit? Or you just don't even do it because your focus is solely on getting this movie out? Because you know, bitches be want to know. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
They do. I posted you on your birthday, and they was biting. It's like, who that? And I was like, that's my man. That's my boyfriend. I told them that you was my man. I told a few that you was my man, and then I told a few that you was married. I did the process of elimination for you. I was looking at him. I said, your motherfucker weird crooked bitch. He is fucking married. This is my man. Your tooth is okay.
But then you ain't post me no more though.
Cause I just had to let them get a little taste, a little bit. Put the pinky toe in the water, just a little bit. I didn't want them to see that you was my boyfriend and stuff. You my husband. It's like nah. It's like nah. I don't want to get in the way. Your future endeavors with these girls.
Man, I'm married to my. I'm focused on what I'm doing. I would tell you that these women out here is not it. No disrespect to these women, but.
No, it's a lot of ain't shit women.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like the level of they just. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
No, I don't think you being disrespectful. I think you being fucking real. You want me to be disrespectful for you?
Please.
These bitches ain't shit. It's a lot of ain't shit ass
what
bitches.
It's
a lot of ain't shit ass niggas. Thank you. It's some of them too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but you know what? I think it's more ain't shit niggas because we're outnumbered. Y'all are outnumbered by us. So it's easy for y'all to find another woman to be ain't shit with. It is harder for a woman to find a good man because a lot of them, there are not a lot available. Because y'all are outnumbered by us, it's so many of us available. The pick of the litter is really, really high when it comes to y'all.
I think it's
men, not all.
to find a good dude if you're looking for a good dude because most men, we don't really copy each other a whole lot. Everybody, we like to kind of be ourselves. So you'll see a good dude from a mile away. You can see.
You think so?
You can see.
Who can see a good dude from a mile away?
If they're around. If they're not around, you can't see them. But I'm just saying, when they come around, you can focus on. Like you're gonna know a gentleman when you see a gentleman. It's not no way you don't know a dude when he opening the door, he's saying flowers and stuff like that. But women, on the other hand, y'all kind of move alike. So the women that is good is camouflaged by the women who ain't good, right? Picks. They kind of dress alike, they walk alike, they sing alike, they do the same.
So you think I'm alike the other? I'm amongst the other.
I'm saying
women who are good women. I'm amongst them as far as what you're saying. We look alike, we dress alike.
I'm saying that women in general, if a hairstyle come out, y'all gonna all go get the same kind of hairstyle.
Not all of them. It's not me.
I'm not saying every last one.
Okay. Then some women, yeah.
Majority women is gonna move.
Yeah.
Somewhat alike. Whereas though that's not really the same for dudes.
Why you think it's so many ain't shit women?
Because niggas ain't shit.
Thank you. Some niggas ain't shit, but I think that it's a lot of ain't shit women. It's because
I think that going back to I'm not going. The honest truth is, I believe, is the leadership start with the man, right? And so if men ain't properly being guided, and then they can't probably lead. And if they can't probably lead, then the woman she gonna be running around with her head cut off. Yeah. And then you know what I'm saying. Then you got them running to older dudes that kind of act like young boyfriends, like how when you was 16, little dude ain't had no job, he had a lot of time on his hand, played video games, he did young people stuff, right? Yeah. So when you don't have nobody that's guiding you on a mature level, you run back to that which you used to, what made you fall in love when you, and so now you got you a 34-year-old dude that sit in the house, don't take out trash, play video games, the same behavior that he was doing as a child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I think it's a lot of ain't shit people, period, number one. But men because I feel like
I think the problem
childhood trauma.
I
don't think it's always with men. I can agree with you. I don't think it's always with men. I think a lot of it starts at home though.
If men didn't want women walking around naked and was like, put some clothes on, and they wasn't talking to them, then they'd do it. If men said, you too many tattoos, too many this, too much that, and was standing on like you're no disrespect, Shaq, but you a whole turn off. No disrespect, you know what I'm saying? But no.
You got some guys who do say that though.
Yeah, but if majority men stood on standards, more like I believe we living in a time of moral decay. Like if men really was like I'll get around my mans and say, oh, they not shit, right? And then when I leave them, I'm like, hey, shorty.
Yeah, you got a lot of those too.
So I'm saying when you do that, what's gonna make them change?
Yeah.
Like if you say you gonna do, and see that's what my problem is. Like women can't hold my attention more than a week because the same way she is testing me with a level of consistency, I'm testing her. I'm like, dang, you didn't turn to 3 different people this week. The first person, and this is my thing, women. Can you please, if I can say this, right?
Say whatever the fuck you please.
The person you introduced me as, you introduced me to, that person you created, Can you just be that person through the whole relationship?
Don't introduce me to a lifestyle you cannot obtain. Not just a lifestyle, but just not lifestyle, but the person. But that's what
me a bomb person.
Listen,
and that person AWOL.
But I think that and I say this so often a lot. I think that if people took their time to get to know a person, right. You're like I said, you'll be able to filter out the qualities that you don't seek. Therefore, you're not falling, because a lot of us fall for the potential of a person, and the people potentially ain't shit. But if you would have given yourself enough time to really get to know the person, then you'll be able to figure out, this person, we're not compatible. This person is not me.
If you take sex
But if you take the sex out of the fucking equations. Ladies, keep your coochie to your fucking self, because a lot of us, for real, a lot of us can't fuck without having the emotions involved.
Oh, you said ladies, men if you keep
too.
Your joint in your pants.
Keep your dick, hold it sacred to your heart.
You know what I'm saying? Stop letting your joint make you a bum.
Yes. Keep your dick in your pants.
If you do that, you're going to make way better decisions.
Yes, I agree. Take the money and the sex the fuck off the table, and I promise you.
Half the people can't even get in a conversation.
Listen.
What is
it look different. It look different.
It's like,
and you're right, they can't, because they ain't got nothing else to talk about. They don't have shit. They don't have no substance. That's why they got to leave with money and dick and sex and coochie and looks, and that's it. Like, they don't have shit.
Like, and then want to say you just chasing my body. Like, man,
that's it. That's all you got.
Like,
it is what it is. That's all you got. So, but I think that people just need to stop falling for the potential of people, because 9 times out of 10, the person that you meet is not the person that you're going to end up with. It's just what it is. But tread light.
But
stop
with me,
trying
it
to.
Is.
You know what? I feel like you have been consistent. You have been the same person since I met you.
I don't have time to play games. I got too much.
But because I don't know you on like outside of a friendship level, it look different.
She act like she want to get to know.
I might. I'm trying to get to know you. Take me out to dinner, baby.
Okay, call me back.
Yeah, and we'll. I'm not playing.
Well,
you and these fucking
buttons.
You know what? But yeah, I just think that if we just kind of tread light and just, take our time and really get to know. And I think a lot of women don't even fucking know what they want.
Facts.
They don't.
Man,
people don't know what they want. Right. And then you realize, you look up, you in a relationship with a motherfucker that you're not even supposed to be with.
I think that men need to take their focus first and foremost and put it on God and then their mission. Like, figure out what your mission in life is, and just get your tunnel vision on your mission, and don't think about nothing else. Do everything. And the person that's going to be ready for you, they going to come, and you're going to know that it's them, because they going to be supporting you and helping your mission. Like I don't think that people even know what that is. A lot of people don't even know what their mission is. Fact, they don't, because you have to take time to learn who you are.
To tap in, yeah.
Like, you trying to get to learn somebody else before you know who you is.
Yeah.
I'm expected to know you.
Yeah.
And I don't even know me.
And I'm expecting you to know me, and I don't even know me.
That's what I'm saying. So right. It's like when something happens, you like, well, damn, you keep changing. It's like, well, I didn't know. I didn't like this and that. And this, I
think, like you said, people just really got to take the time to really get to know themselves. And it took me a long time to get to that point. Like, it came with a lot. It came with a lot of failed relationships. It came with a lot of failed friendships, jobs. Just everything in life.
Yeah, failed relationships.
I've had a lot of failed relationships. A lot of relationships fail because of me. That's a lot of them. Yeah. I used to have really bad, poor communication skills, and I think that's what's wrong with a lot of us women. A lot of us want to wear the pants and the panties. Bitch, pick a role. You can't do both. You can't wear the boxers and the drawers, bitch, and expect certain shit from a man. And I think that a lot of us women, we're too aggressive. We don't know how to differentiate when to be assertive versus when to be aggressive. Assertiveness comes from the heart. Aggression comes from the mind. So you just think and talk just
at the same time.
Just off the record. You're not even thinking. And me, I used to be one of those people who would speak first and then think. So I would say what I got to say. Then I'm sitting back and I'm like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. And at that time, it's too late.
So what does healing look like?
It's just doing the shadow work. It's sitting in the mirror, taking the Band-Aid off that wound and you healing it and not expecting everybody else to heal it. And I think that a lot of us are doing that. A lot of us are walking around with that Band-Aid off the wound that hasn't quite healed. So you have these expectations of people to show up for you. You ain't even did the work. How does that even look? And if you know you're not in a position, don't go shaking up nobody's fucking world, because it's not fair to the person who has done the work. Sit in the mirror, take the accountability, do the unpacking. And I think a lot of us are afraid of what's going to come of that. So, but the thing that will come with healing is it's going to get dark. It's going to get rickety. It's going to get lonely. You're going to become scared. You sit in it, own it. And I think that a lot of people struggle with being held accountable, holding yourself accountable. I was recently over somebody's house, and we were having, he was telling me about he was telling me about a song he wrote, right? And as he was talking, I cut him off because I said something, and he was like, "Damn, you cut me off. I couldn't even say what I wanted to say." And I was like,
"You wrong for that?"
No. He was like, "Damn, I didn't even get to finish what I'm saying." And because you're known for cutting people off, like, you know what I noticed about you? You cut people off a lot. And I said to myself, I said, you know what? You're right. A lot of people tell me that. But that's something that I need to continue to work on, because clearly the regimen that I'm using to work on that is not working. And I need to go back and continue to work on that, because I thought that I had moved past it.
Was you upset?
No, I wasn't upset. He was. But you have people that, because they're so attached to the old version of you or the old versions of other people, they don't even care to see the new version of you. They're so
that's the truth.
Attached to that part, to that version of you. Right. They don't even give you an opportunity to see the new you. But you know what? I realized that you ain't even supposed to be seeing this. Right. That's why you can't see it. Right. You're not supposed to see it. You're supposed to be attached to that version of me over there. Right. I have moved on to bigger and better. But when I held myself, and then you got people like him, is that, you know, when I was holding myself accountable by saying, you know what, I hear that a lot. And that's true. I need to work on shutting the fuck up a little bit longer and allowing you to speak. Because that made you feel unheard. And I apologize. I would never want you to feel unheard. I don't like the way that feels when people do that to me. And it does not feel good. I do genuinely apologize. You know, that was still not enough for him. And that's when I got mad.
He felt like he had one of
the I still ain't get to say what I needed to say.
Nah, that's
like, you know what?
Part right there I was talking about, that emotional joint. That's the part.
It's like, damn, nigga, what the fuck?
I'm just saying, like, you just won the wolf. You just won, right?
And I held myself accountable.
And what else do you
What else do you fucking want from me?
And that's the part I be talking about right
with
there.
Emotional men.
The emotional.
That is the problem.
That's what I'm talking about. Like,
soon as a woman call him a bitch, it's a problem. Stop doing bitch shit.
Nah, I'm not good with
I'm not calling. No, I agree with you wholeheartedly. But I'm saying men be doing bitch shit and they be mad. Stop.
I'm saying if I ever got a chance to win an argument, I'm tapping out immediately. I'm taking my W and run. Next subject.
But a part of the healing is like I did in that moment, which was
that was dope.
I held myself accountable. Yeah.
You gotta do.
I don't.
That wasn't a question. That one question. Hey, so
you try to be my boyfriend.
Okay. Hey, with the camera go
we in the club, we be vibing. I'm not playing.
Hey, listen. See, we got a little vibe too.
We
right?
do.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
But I was about to say, what does a healed person look like though? The after process.
A person, like I said, that holds themselves accountable. People who are confident. People who are in. What's the word? What's the fucking word? It starts with an I. People who are intentional.
Okay.
Intentional people who know what they want. People who just walk in their truth. And don't have a problem with, owning it.
Do healed people get hurt faster again, or does when hurt come around, does it be harder to get hurt the next go around?
I think do we get hurt easily
or harder?
I think it may be a little bit harder because now we know what we're going to accept. So we expect what we accept. So it looks different. But I'm still a super emotional woman. I am that. I take a lot of things. Sometimes I take a lot of things personal.
You know how you just said you're an emotional woman? I don't think no man would be like, oh, that's a bad quality.
Yeah. I think it becomes bad.
If I said I'm an emotional man.
No.
Bruh.
No.
Bruh.
No. I think it's just about like what you do, like how you do it. Like I like an emotional man. That was one of the problems in my last relationship.
What does an emotional man look like?
For me,
that's a passing.
I'm going to tell you what an emotional
like
man looks like for me. A good emotional man for me is a man who I have created this space for them to be vulnerable and come to me and talk about anything. Because as a black man, they have to go out and be macho every fucking day as a black man. But when you come through this threshold, you feel like, damn, I'm in my peace. Though it's not always going to be a good time here, it's better. The pros, that 80% look good. It's a little bit of 20, but that 80% outweighs the 20.
So how does that work though? Like he come home and how does that? I
think it's a lot to go with that. It's about the person that you're choosing to build with. Like that's what it goes back to. You really taking your time to really get to know a person, dating them before you decide to court them and be in something long term.
Now I'm new to this. What does dating look?
It depends. It's a perspective based thing.
What's the difference between dating and courting?
Okay. So you're dating. You're getting to know if this person has the qualities for them to now be my person or to be considered as my person. That's for me. That's what and then now you start to court. Like, okay, we're in a relationship and then we're going to be exclusive. It's just this is us.
You already in a relationship?
To me.
Or you pursuing a relationship?
Dating is when you're pursuing that person. It depends on what you want. Some people just date casually just to be like.
Courting is like, I thought.
To me. Okay. For me. Everybody has their own perspective on it. Okay. So that's just me. But I like to date, and now I'm in this place in my life from all of the learning, the bad shit that I did in my relationships when I was the healed, immature young version of myself. I definitely date with a purpose though. I'm not a person. We can go out and kick it, but we can kick the bobo. We can probably go get a drink. We can have something to eat, but I don't like because we like to eat. But I think it's just levels to it. It just all depends on what you want out of it. And I tell a lot of women like, just date with nothing on the table. Don't go into it. Like you can say to yourself, I want a life partner. This is just what I want.
I think it's very important to as a man that you go into a relationship when you involve yourself with a woman that you know exactly where you want to take this before it stops.
That's what I mean by being intentional.
Cause
know exactly what the fuck it is, because you're gonna fuck around and find out with the wrong person in the most negative way that you don't, because if you don't know what it is that you want, I'm not the go with the flow type of woman. That ain't my shit. I do not like dealing with men who I just go with the flow. What you should fucking know what it is, what you want. You should know. If you want to fuck, you know if you want to fuck. If you just want a bitch to go out to eat, we could do that too. If you want a cuddle buddy, you can have that too. But if you know down in the back of your ass that you don't want absolutely nothing here, you need to be honest about what it is that you want, and you need to be mindful of who you're saying that to. Because like I tell my brothers and shit, by nature, you are a chivalry kind of guy. That's just who you do. It's like a man who stand on business. You're gonna show chivalry with your woman, somebody who's not your woman, with the elderly lady that live down the hall, because it's who you are.
Right.
But it becomes a little tricky when you dealing with it. When you out on a date with a woman who is saying to you, I have never had a man who buy me flowers. You know that you don't want to be in a relationship though. Me, the man. He knows that he don't want to be in a relationship. And the woman is telling you, I've always loved men who buy me flowers. That really turns me on. I like men who do that type of stuff. That woman right there may not be the woman, number one, that you want to fuck, or that you want to do all of that shit too, because you know that you don't want a relationship. And the moment that you do that little bit of shit, it's going down. And don't give her no 93 dick. Don't give her no good dick, because one thing about it,
high octane.
Ooh, you get that bitch some mid grade. I'm telling you now. You got to give her some 87. You can't put and one. Ooh, water down, Lord. But you know, a lot of men not gonna do that, because when they fucking you, they got to put their best foot forward. So they gonna fuck you so that you can leave with something good to talk about. But I don't think people know where to draw the line in the sand. Enjoy people in the fucking moment. And I think that's where a lot of us women, we fuck up at. We don't not enjoy niggas in the moment. We get so caught up on what we see on social media and what we want, like the aesthetics of shit. No, you treat these, sometimes it's best for you to treat some of these niggas like what they is. Treat them like they street booty too.
I think that women have to get their, I think first and foremost, I think men got to come to the table like, for example, I want to be married. So just because I want to be married, I have the behavior that I probably would have went through or allowed, I'm just not.
Yeah.
Because, like, you got to be showing me wifely quality. I'm not looking for a fling or nothing like that. And I think that even more women need to be doing that. They have to have, like, I want this, at the very least, this thing. I'm looking for a boyfriend or something.
Right.
I'm looking for, everybody ain't looking for a husband, but I'm looking for a relationship. Because, like, when you looking for something, certain things is naturally just not going to make the cut. Like, that would have made the cut if you didn't have a standard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You like, I ain't tripping. You going to have Mr., Bo, Enzo, and then homie, the Clown. You going to have all of them.
Right.
You going to have the whole circus.
Yeah. So just take your time when it comes to dating. But this was dope. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you came. I am. And then I chose you to do the first interview with, and I'm super honored. I'm so excited to see what you have in store for the culture, especially here in the DMV. I appreciate everything that you do for us.
Ready. I got big work on the way.
Yeah, tell the people so we can wrap it up.
The New Balance Boys movie, hopefully be dropping by the summer. I got a sitcom called Motown, inspired by Living Colors. Gonna be 8 episodes in the pilot. A love story called Black Honey, because the DMV need to hear about love again. And I got the Murnberry biopic on the way. It's a gangster.
I like that.
Real talk.
Shout out to you. Shout out to Polo, everybody. And thank you for coming. And that concludes this episode of the We Just Talking. Polo is fucking stupid. Go ahead, Polo. Tell them.
Call me back.
Well, that concludes this episode of the We Just Talking podcast with your girl, Donnii P. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you guys for tapping in with me. Call me back.